We would like to move back to Professor. Please welcome.
Thank you very much again. It is my great honor to participate in this TOSSM meeting. So today I'm going to talk about the articular cartilage regeneration using minced cartilage implantation. In 1743, William Hunter stated that when the cartilage is destroyed, it's never recovered. The cartilage has very self-limiting healing potential. So if this kind of focal injury is not treated properly, the osteochondritis proceeds and finally requiring the total knee arthroplasty for the knee joint. There are several options for cartilage repair or regeneration, such as bone marrow stimulating technique, drilling and microfracture, or fixation of the graft for osteochondral fracture or osteochondritis dissecans, or soft tissue graft, osteochondral graft, or cell therapy like cultured cartilage implantation. The one big breakthrough of the cartilage regeneration is autologous chondrocyte implantation, and you can see it, reported by the Brittberg and Peterson. Briefly, the isolated chondrocyte are cultured in the monolayer culture system, and cell suspension is implanted to the defect area after periosteal flap. There is several generations of the ACI. We have performed so-called third generation of ACI, in which the isolated chondrocyte are embedded in atherosclerogen gel and cultured for 3 or 4 weeks, and tissue-engineered cartilage is implanted to the lesion after the periosteal flap. This procedure transferred to the Japanese tissue engineering company, JTEC, and it has been covered by the Japanese health insurance system from the 2013. In this 3D culture system, chondrocytes can maintain their phenotype so they can produce the cartilage-specific proteins like type 2 collagen. We have reported the clinical outcomes of this kind of ACI 2013. As you can see, the Richelieu score of the preoperative scores are improved significantly after the 2 years after operation and were maintained until final follow-up of 8.3 years. Again, the Richelieu score improved 1 year after the surgery until the final follow-up. And my colleague Takazawa reported a midterm clinical outcome of multi-center clinical trials of this procedure, tissue-engineered cartilage implantation. As you can see, this is a 6-year follow-up of the study, and the Richelieu score improved significantly, and also the modified Moffatt score on the MRI improved significantly after surgery. Again, this cultured cartilage implantation is covered by the Japanese insurance, and the indication should be traumatic cartilage injuries or OCD of the knee. Unfortunately, osteoarthritis is out of indication. A defect area should be over 4 square centimeters, and fortunately, there is no age limit. So doctor take the tissue sample and ship to the JTEC company, and they make tissue-engineered cartilage and ship it back to the hospital. This is a clinical outcome of the JAG in our department. Richelieu score or KDC score significantly improved after the surgery. Q score, especially pain and ADL, significantly improved after. So there are some problems of the cultured cartilage implantation. We have to do the 2-stage operation for cartilage pieces, biopsy, and the transplant. And we have to harvest the autologous periosteum, and as I said, the osteoarthritis is out of indication. So it takes a longer time for return back to sports activities, and sometimes it is very difficult to assess of the repair of the cartilage. In order to solve those problems, we have performing the basic and clinical researches like minced cartilage without culturing system or artificial membrane. or we have done the clinical trials for osteoarthritis already. Today, I focus on the one-step surgery for this invasiveness. In the United States, the Brian Cole group reported the arthroscopic management of the isolated tibia plateau defect with the microfracture and allogenic cartilage pieces and PLP and reported good clinical outcomes. And also the same group reported the cartilage regeneration using the dehydrated allogenic cartilage and PLP and autologous cartilage mixture and sealed with the autologous serum, and good clinical outcome was also reported. In Europe, again, Alberto Gobi reported the one-step surgery with the multipotent stem cell from the BMAC and plus the hyaluron-based scaffold for one-step surgery, and reported very good clinical outcomes also. So what about the feasible option in Japan? We cannot use the allogenic tissue, so the option should be autologous minced cartilage and atherosclerogen gels. For the minced cartilage, in the United States, particulated juvenile allograft cartilage is available, and there has been some reports that the minced cartilage without cell culture serves as the effective intraoperative cell source for the cartilage repair, or Jian report that the second generation autologous minced cartilage repair technique 2017 already. So we performed one basic research using the minced cartilage in a rabbit model compared with the conventional autologous chondrocyte in which the cells are cultured for 3 weeks. And this is the histology after the surgery, the 4 and 12 and 24 weeks after the implantation. As you can see, in the ACI, in which the usual cell culture was done, and the minced cartilage group, both groups showed better cartilage regeneration compared to the defect or atherosclerogen gel only group. And the upper slide shows the type 2 collagen staining. Again, in the ACI and the minced cartilage group, we can see the good type 2 collagen deposition. And the lower slide shows the score after the surgery. Maybe you can look at the 24 weeks after the surgery. There was no significant difference between the ACI and the minced cartilage group, in which there's no culture system. So for future perspective for minimally invasive one-step surgery, using the minimally invasive one-step surgery, we want to preserving the knee joint. Thank you very much for your attention.